Triggers, what are they and how can you live alongside of them, whether they're in you or in your children? Well, triggers are something that your body has stored as a memory. So it's not really in your brain, it's very much in your body, in your subconscious mind, the mind below your intelligent mind, that has got a stored sensation of something that did not feel safe. So whether it was or wasn't safe, it didn't feel safe. So for example, living in a house where when the adults get angry, they bang the doors and stomp about, will mean that when we've grown up and you're anywhere, you're at work, you're at home, you're even in a friend's house, literally anywhere, and a door bangs, that will be a trigger for a feeling, a sensation, a sound, and then whatever other sensations came along with it, that sets off inside of you, emergency, emergency, escape, escape, escape. And it doesn't matter if it happened when you were 6 months old and now you're 66 years old, it will still set off your survival alarm system, because that is what nature intends. Nature intends when something feels like a threat to life, that bang, our survival system jumps in and gets us back to safety. And of course, so many of the things that happen to us as children, we couldn't get back to safety because we needed the adults around us to bring us to safety. So a trigger is literally anything at all. So number one is triggers can be anything. It's what your body has stored and recalls in a nanosecond as a possible threat to life, which is why they're so flipping random. Number two important thing is to not try to figure out all your triggers or your child's or the child you're working with. Very often people say, oh, if we can just work out what triggers them, then we can do A, B, C, D, E, F, G. But that's kind of the road to nowhere. Yes, it's great if you identify a couple of things. So for example, if you worked out that for you or the child that the smell of sausages cooking just sends you or them into a state of real frenzy and agitation and yelling and screaming, we have got the identification of a trigger. But that's all you've got. So number three is the most important thing, is to develop some very simple ways of when you feel that state of, or you find yourself being very agitated, or just like you need to get out of somewhere, or you've completely zoned out, one simple technique that is your go-to one for you or for your child or the child you're working with, that just brings you back to feeling a bit safer. Now again, that can't be a thinking one, it's got to be a body-based one. So I've got in the habit over the years of hand on my chest. So as soon as I gently put my hand quite firmly on my chest, my body starts to feel a bit safer. So if my body feels a bit safer, it starts sending information up to my brain of, oh, you know what, actually we are safe. So anything body-based, a hand on the head, just even squeezing a thumb in between fingers. It's really just gently, slowly, and not in too much jumping from one thing to another, finding that one thing. Anything that's about putting weight down into the lower part of your body. So I'm really connecting with the ground now, I'm putting some weight down into my feet. Sometimes looking around you for an anchor point can be good, but you also do still need to connect with the body. Getting breath down in there, fantastic, but that can be really hard to do when you've been triggered by something. So start off with connecting in some way. Holding the face can be a good one for you. The child may also feel okay to hold their own face. The top of the head can be good, or it can be triggering, depending on what's happened to your head. That's the thing with everything, is that it can be the best thing or for you, but not the best thing for someone else. So just get curious. Don't waste your life trying to figure out intellectually all your triggers. Just really focus in on one simple body-based thing you can always do. And the same with and for the children. That will be an amazing gift you can give them. It is possible to get rid of your triggers, the ones that you know of. That's the work that I do. But to get through daily life, it's essential to have that one simple technique to bring your body and therefore your brain back to feeling safe. Take care.